Welcome back to Critical Flick. Today, we're reviewing Raya and the Last Dragon. So Raya and the Last Dragon is a new Disney animated film that will be premiering on Disney Plus in about a week. And it's the story of a young warrior princess Raya who's trying to bring together a world that was kind of collapsed because of events that may have involved her. And I don't want to go into a lot of spoilers into this film. I think it's a really good movie and I don't want to spoil anything since I got to see it early. I'm just going to touch on some of my favorite things that I really did enjoy about it. First and foremost, I think the voice acting is really solid in this one. Kelly Marie Tran is solid as Raya, but I do think the standout is Awkwafina as Sisu, who is a dragon, the last dragon, you know, Raya and the Last Dragon. And I think she gives a really, really good performance as just this likable, funny, charming, charismatic character. And I think she really shines in this role. It really is my favorite part of the film is her interactions with the world around her. Everything is so new to her. She's so naive but positive, and that kind of energy builds and builds throughout the story and helps reach a really good climax. And I just think she did a really good job in this role. And as you've come to expect from Disney and Pixar animated films, it looks fantastic. This is no exception. Obviously, the Eastern imagery is used in this movie, and it's used to great effect. The look of the dragons, the different landscapes, these whimsical, ethereal lighting, it really blends together to make a really cohesive experience. And it surprised me because I saw the trailers and I kind of saw kind of the drab, deserted wasteland look, which it does have in this movie. And I don't think that looks bad by any means. But seeing all these lush environments in the water, and Sisu's a water dragon, so the movements through the water are very well done. I think the overall aesthetic of the film is excellent. And another thing that helps add to it is the soundtrack. Like I said, it's obviously very Eastern influenced, and they blend that into the film, and they also kind of do a modern take to it at times. It has not just your traditional Eastern music, but kind of blends it, like I said, with a more technotronic at moments. One of the big standout things from this movie for me was Raya's companion, Tuk Tuk. He's a big pill bug. And sometimes Disney throws these things in for merchandising purposes, and you kind of get that vibe for this one. But he actually serves a greater purpose. He's a cool companion. He's useful. He's not just a hey hey or a pua that's kind of thrown there for comedic effect or just to be cute. He is turned into like kind of a dog-like character that Disney loves to do that with. But I thought he was really cute. I think he has some cool powers and abilities. Overall, I think some of the powers and abilities in this movie really help elevate it to another level. And like all Disney movies, you get that warm, fuzzy feeling. You have some tear-jerking moments. You have a lot of ideas of family and coming together and love overcoming everything. So I do like that. It's obviously good messages for children. The one thing I will say is the story is fairly basic in that facet. There's not a ton of really complex issues going on or complex concepts, so maybe for adults there's not so much to be enjoyed in this one. But one of the things that I was really looking forward to this one were the action set pieces. You saw from the trailer you were going to get a lot of action in this movie, and you do for the most part. I was watching it, I almost felt like it replicates almost a video game type atmosphere, if that makes any sense. There's a lot of big action set pieces, like I said, and they're moving around this world. The whole point of the story, without giving too much away, is they're trying to collect these pieces of a stone that very early on in the beginning of the movie is broken. That's not a big spoiler. It's like in the first 5 minutes. So you have kind of that fetch quest mentality to it. And while that does help with some good scenes and action, different locations and kind of mini boss fights, if you will, it is formulaic. It is a fetch quest story. And I know that can get a little dry. It's pretty basic story structure. But I thought it worked. I thought it worked for the movie. I think it'll work for kids. So overall, if I were to rate Raya and the Last Dragon, I would give it an 8 out of 10. One of the more solid Disney outings that I've seen in a while. Really did enjoy it. Didn't have the highest hopes for it. I hadn't seen a lot of marketing for it. I hadn't seen a lot of things pushing for it, but I personally really enjoyed it. I do see how some people may think that the story is really basic. It has some pretty bare bones concepts, and the formula is, it's a little overdone. But I think it works. I think the voice acting is really solid, like I said, especially by Awkwafina. I think the design of the overall look of the movie is really good. I think the soundtrack's really good. A lot to enjoy, and I think little kids will enjoy it. So again, thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. And if you have seen Raya by any chance, or you are excited to see Raya, let me know what you think, because I don't know. I don't know how people will feel about it. I personally really enjoy it because I do enjoy the Eastern influence. I enjoy the imagery and the dragons and everything about it. But if you're not into that and you think it's kind of a basic story, I could see how it might not be the best thing in the world. Again, thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. See you guys next time.